Do you guys remember a long time ago, several years now, I did a video called Organic Portals Jobs. And I was talking about people, they're in shit jobs because they're not spiritual enough. And that is one case. And, the reason people were paying me were because it was fucking spiritual as shit, what was coming out. Novelty has a lot to do with it. The epistemological edge, scanning, right, which is all light body work, right, and astral and all that. It's not about going to, the physical library. It's not going to be found in that shithole, is it? It's the dark side has control. It's pretty average stuff in libraries these days. All the real good secret texts are obviously hidden somewhere fucking underground somewhere. Who knows where, Vatican or whatever. Who the heck, you don't know, I don't know, fuck. Could be anywhere, like usurped by bloodlines and people, you know what I mean, to have power over others. But yeah, I was gonna say, that's true. I was getting paid, I still, get money. It's like not many people from YouTube have gotten consultations though. I had way more on Facebook and higher end clients and stuff too. So it's very interesting. For talking about spiritless humans videos and stuff. Where are all the spirited humans, right? Higher living souls. Well, a lot of them are found in my donation list, right? Everybody who's donated, you know what I mean. It's pretty obvious. And people who support the channel and stuff. They don't necessarily have to have donated, obviously, but there's a good list, is all I'm saying, in the food plant teaching playlist. Holy shit, it's fucking humid. It's maybe like the end of summer. See, I'm struggling to breathe. Lectures on the fly. Subscribe. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop. Actually, I'm gonna get off. Oh, it is so hot. I feel like I'm in a sauna. My hands are starting to sweat. So, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, organic portals jobs. So I was saying, just like, you have a shit job because you're not spiritual enough. I've been spiritually speaking and teaching for like over 12 years now, since I made Consciousness-zine, really, around 2012. And just before that, I even had like, MILFs from fucking Lennox Head and shit stay in their fucking house right on the beach at Lennox. Yep, MILFs, and married ones even, when the husband went away and stuff. Fucking hell, man. I had a good life back there, just travelling and studying and staying with some high-end clients. I'd visit a lot of people, yes, a lot of females, obviously. Saw a lot of talented, like, crystal children and stuff. Pretty interesting times back then. The hippie communes that I went in and stuff. You meet some very, very interesting people, right? Higher living soul people. That's the real reason you go into like festivals and shit like that. It should be, not just for like, picking up like organic portal chicks, because you can do that anywhere if you just get the language right, as we've discussed on this channel. So yeah, this is organic portals jobs too, and the opposite. So now, after making that video, guess what? When I got back to Australia, it started getting more views. I guess that's why, cyber stalker Chad Blakeney would yell out to me after work before I even fucking like talked to him. I never told anyone about my website, nothing. He'd yell out, "Oh, I'll do health consultations for over $100. I'm like, oh, he's obviously read my website, right? Because my basic health consultation's 111. It used to be for like 2.5 hours. Now it's for like an hour, because I've obviously progressed in time in the complexity of nutritional arguments and stuff and aid. And I mean, we all see how I look after just several months of gym and some surfing. So I mean, physically I've got nothing to bow to other people about, because with time I could also be huge, you know what I mean? But there's no reason to be as big as some of these males are, you know what I mean? You can tell they're organic portals because they've got no spiritual avenue for the energy. They just put it all into their body and get too big. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know they're spiritless humans or organic portals. They don't have a higher mental spirit light body. They're just doing it because it's the latest thing in society. Shows you're rich and like you got your shit together. You know what I mean? Like the fucking drunk in the bush, can't be doing that. I'm not going to flex too much right now. But yeah. So people got jealous, and now I'm at the stage where I can't get a job because I'm too spiritual. This is kind of the reverse of video 1, where I was saying, you're all trapped in shit jobs because, organic portals, spiritless humans, you can't spiritually teach. You wouldn't have enough material. I've stretched my material out, still got plenty more to come. Haven't even written some of the books. Procrastinating, yes, but for a reason. Anyway, so, it's interesting, they've got no books. They're never going to fucking have any good books, you know what I mean? Only worldly shit, but spiritual, right? We're talking about spiritless humans. So what's happened now is I've had Leviathan, the jealousy or envy snake, fucking be so like jealous and shit that it's put me in a position like this, where it's like you're always ostracized or something from the get-go. As soon as you like speak freely, you know what I mean, and don't adhere to societal norm and frequency control, they go, oh, something about this guy, he's got his own mind, don't hire him. You know what I mean? And it is like that. That's like very obvious. I don't know how many of you don't see that, but check next time you go for a job or something. It's all about frequency control, right? You guys, most of you should know that. I mean, it's really not a hard point. And most of you have more jobs than me. I don't know. I suspect most of you are working more than me. I don't know. Because I don't know everyone on the channel. But I think people work a lot more than I have in my life, because I've been like a passive income infopreneur for like 12 years. And just I've always done entrepreneurship. When I was younger, I did my own business when I was like 12. Gardening business. Now that's a huge business franchise in Australia, Jim's Mowing. But me and my friend, that guy that went to the army, he's got 5 houses now, 20-year special forces vet and shit. When we grew up together, we had this little like gardening business. So I was always entrepreneurial in that sense, and always been getting a lot of cash. So I'm worried about getting vetted to get high informational top secret military roles in IT now. It's going to be difficult. Anyway, so yeah, it's like people have gotten jealous, and now I'm on the other end of it. Doesn't matter how spiritual I am, they're just going to take what they can for free. You know what I mean? So it's just anything goes, right? It's like if they don't know it, oh thanks, that's free. Because that's what we've had from so much information like exchanging between us since social media, really, right? Since Facebook and stuff. Everybody posting, everybody making their own websites and stuff, right? In that last like 10 years. Like information overload since the eschaton. So that's why I was thinking that's what's happening, because ideas are obviously spiritual and they take them, right? So you got to be careful. Like I've thrown so many good ideas out that I could make books on them, and that's what I realized, right, a couple of years ago. There's a barrier there of payment, right? So that's why I've started writing more books and orientating all the information in that direction. All the website, everything, all my videos, eventually they'll end up in books. So that's the way to go, because otherwise they're getting your spiritual like hardship and information for free, and it takes a lot to nut some of this out You actually do have to live in bushes. You do have to do the Brahmin fucking way. You know what I mean? To get some of the information that I'm putting in books. You have to be out there meditating for a long fucking time to catch some of these fish on the mind ocean. That's why they don't come up with good ideas. They're full of shit, these people, man. Full of small talk all day long. Small talk. Little ideas, little things, little focus. And, you know, anyone can go to work every day and be a bot. That's why people look down, the people who do look down at me because I don't have a lot of savings or something, I'm like, fuck off, bot. You know what I mean? I was alive living while you were dead living. You know what I mean? And they don't want to admit it, but it is the way of this world, and it's not necessarily your fault because it's all consuming this system. I mean, I get it. You want to subconsciously, unconsciously bury it and, you know, take no blame in the matter. But unfortunately, guys, you can't. No man may pass through you, bar through you, so you did make all the decisions at some level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here by mistake. I love fucking being in the forest. I've law of attracted it, like, obviously. But there's gang stalking involved. Why I've been homeless many times, right, from gang stalking, which is why I'm so focused on it, because it seems like an outside of myself source of creation into my simulating reality. You know what I mean? That's why I think we've all been so jarred and shocked by gang stalking. Not just the community lynching and all that stupid level of it, like the demonic level of it, of demons actually coming through these people. You're seeing the fucking eye changes, this, that, and the other. The behavioural energy field changes and everything, right? They don't see this shit. They don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They've got no taxonomy on this. That's basically what we've been doing on the last 10 years on the channel, trying to taxonomize it all, right? If you think about it, taxonomy, like filing it right, so you get your schemata straight, so you can understand it, like actually. Because everything has like core centrisms and stuff, right? So you always want to trace things to the root. Like sometimes you have to dig up the roots of a tree to extract it fully, or it'll grow back. You know what I mean? Yeah, so this being Organic Portals Jobs 2 video, not Organic Portals and Jobs, but Organic Portals Jobs 2 video. In the first one, I was basically saying, right, you're not spiritual enough. That's why you're not getting paid like me to be, like, essentially I've just been paid to speak. There's been a lot of, uploading finger movements on the internet and on keyboards, like a massive amount, right, of keyboarding with my fingers. So it's like I'm not doing nothing. I'm definitely doing something. But essentially speaking and ideaing, right, is what I've been paid for. That's what I'm saying. It's spiritual. Because although I've included some other people's theories, regurgitated them into my larger theories, I've thrown out a lot of novel, self-created stuff, right? So if you check through all my videos, I even make up words. I've been doing it since we're like 10 years old on the street around here. just make up a lot of words, hear other people saying it at other schools and stuff. Yeah, but that's what I meant in that first video, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people are trapped in the jobs they are and don't, I've floated around through sectors myself, and, there's no real other reason to be doing customer service work, right? Retail or hospitality is like really the bottom end, right? Because you've got nothing for yourself to... So that's why occasionally I've gone to those jobs, because they're easy. Work 6 months there, get a car, go road surf tripping and while I'm studying and stuff, shit like that. But what I'm going on about now is, because I've come back to Australia, I've been ostracised again, right? The whole becoming homeless thing. I've been talking about it for like the last 6 months on the channel. You can't have missed it. Those gang stalkers, they've got their videos coming. I don't need to mention them. But yeah, here I am on Sunshine Coast again, and somehow homeless again. And it's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I mean? I can't avoid this shit. It's amazing. So, what was I going to say? Sorry, it's just some bike riders coming past. So there's no way I've been able to avoid it. It's just something that happens. The system seems rigged wherever I am for me to fucking end up in the bushes. Now, it's kind of good and a bad thing, higher self thing, brahmaning, meditating with the plants, dreaming with the plants and the animals is very beneficial. The vibrations of sleeping out there every night as opposed to next to someone else and their Wi-Fi is fantastic, and I've taken it in and become shaman walking crystal because of it. Right? Oh, it's largely dedicated for sure to sleeping out there with the birds in the ease, taking psychedelics, of course, psychotropics during the process, but that's a large part. Just being out there meditating is one reason I am who I am, you know what I mean, as shaman walking crystal. It's obviously an integral part of shamanism anyway, if nothing else. Like, the point of the higher path, enlightenment, all that yogi path and monk and fakir sort of idea. But yeah, it's like now they're trying to say that it's worth nothing. It's like the biggest lie, because they're trying to act like it's worth nothing, but they can't even do it. Have an original idea, you know what I mean? They fucking act like it's stupid, then the whole fucking society integrates it. And you're like, hey, you stole my shit. It's happened to me so many times in my life. You know what I mean? I fully expect all my ideas that I've put out on YouTube to be stolen. Doesn't mean that I'll be in complete competition with them though, because it could be someone on the other side of the earth, not right next to me. For instance, tinctures, food plants. Fuck you guys, man. What are you doing? If any of you have money, you should be moving in that direction. As soon as I have money, I'll be moving in that direction after, trading shares to get there. And then, move it into plants and health for sure. In all arenas. It's super beneficial. The longevity and all that, yeah, fantastic, but there's just something about it that keeps your spirituality up. It's not just the spargyrics. It charges a big thing. Being clear with anions, getting positive charge off you, which is like static, so you can't even fucking think properly. You got repeating middle nervous system thoughts and shit all day that are negative and annoying. You know what I mean? Getting, ionically clean in meditation. But look, that all apparently amounts to nothing. I'm supreme. But because I'm not a serf, S-E-R-F, like serfdom slave, because I'm not a serf and they see that, because you've got your own mind and make your own decisions, they don't hire you, which puts you down at the bottom where that serf should be, because they're dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? So they've turned the whole thing of nature upside down, man. Spasticating society, retarding it. That's exactly the definition of retarding a system. Yep, look it up. Retarding means to retard a system, to, slow it, mess it up, fuck it up. You know what I mean? Shit. Yeah, so, look, really what I want to say is that it's like, I'm here because of envy, not because I'm shit. It's fucked. So this is Organic Portal's jobs too. They're going to try and stop you no matter what, man, like, because it's power. So they only want other serfs in power who then will do their bidding, which is really an extension of them, so that person doesn't exist. That's why you call them a bitch. Right? Spiritless. Yeah, that rhymed and you know it. So, I just wanted to say that, basically this is Organic Portal jobs too, and Organic Portals will hold you down and act like your spirituality is not supreme, because they're Organic Portals, that's their way, because they're a cross current, because they're spiritless, because they don't have vision, because they're myopic, because they're dumb, dull and stupid and blind. All the reasons that aforementioned that right? And to those who don't, right, okay, why are you here? Yeah, we already know why you're here. So, we've got to turn the ship back upside down. I mean, back up the right way, right? Like, for instance, me, a philosopher, is at the top. I'm at the top, baby. I'm a philosopher. Why? Because even the scientists get their shit from philosophers. Oh, let's test what he said. And then it becomes tested and they're like, oh shit, he's really smart. We didn't see that with our whole science and he told us. Right? Philosophers are above scientists, you fucking idiot. Some scientists can be philosophers, for sure. But due to, the way that makes you think, being heavily programmed in a certain system, and especially a 3D system, and them not even understanding what I mean by 3D, I mean, where are they starting? Like a blind mouse. Know what I mean? Seriously. They're just trapped in physicality then, and you can't measure everything that is spiritual with physical. It doesn't even, it's obvious, right? It's obvious from the get-go. It doesn't even equate. But, funnily enough, the spiritual creates the physical. Like an idea creates shit in form, right? We have to resonate it in, maybe do a drawing even, then create it physically, put it fucking together. You know what I mean? But it came from the spiritual idea, right? You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do for the world, man. Trying to change this world, put it the right way. People are like, why do you make these videos? Because the world's fucked up because you people can't see the way, essentially. And I'm saying, hey, look, there's the way. Guess what? Food plants everywhere. It's going to be part of it. You wait and see. You wait and see. They'll realise eventually. So yeah, look, I've got a lot of food plant knowledge. I could be in, if the government had a program, I could be running schools out here in the bush, teaching loads of people every day. But, they're misguided, myopic, systematized, right, programmed. It's crazy. They'll get people out here weeding. It's pretty weird. Yeah, so basically organic portal jobs too is about how we're blocked, right? We're blocked from concressing in our natural pattern, which is concrescence, to move up, right, in all geometric, sacred, fractal mental concentric development, right? That's what we do, people like us. Spirit navigates the entropical field, you might say, the field of the soul, right? Any given geometric, sacred, archetypal, data basic like structure or soul. So, you know what I mean, they're stopping us along the way. That's why we're so annoyed and we make all these videos on it. But yeah, so that's one way we can write things. It's not about conformity and stuff. Like, whatever happened to this fucking innovation movement, man? You know what I mean? It just basically got sucked into robotics and AI and it's like disappeared there, right? It's like that's where the concrescence of innovation went, and then it's dampened like the time wave, right? A fractal oscillations just dampened in the IT industry. Do you see it? Very interesting, which means it's going to be spat back out maybe by the AI. I don't know what direction will it be thrown in then. Back at us maybe. Like there could be a great evolving pattern for a while before some kind of uncanny valley where AI just wants to be the lead concrescence of the world no matter what, like how we just kill animals like they're nothing. You know what I mean? Do that to us. But yeah, so I don't think that's a good way to go, right? And one way we get out of that is just by humans being so free that we're ourselves. For instance, if they're a shaman and need to live out here, let them. It's their way, their nature. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to turn them into bot. And what's a bot of something like that? A homeless person on the street. Because they're static. They're just part of the botnet now. You know what I mean? Because you took them off their way and dumped them. You just took them off their way and then dumped them, you know what I mean? So it's like they've just joined the botnet. They're static in the system. You can just see that everywhere over the world right now, like crazy. Like in South America, it's just nuts. But see, we have the opposite in Australia. There's a lot of frequency control. It's good and it's bad, right? Control and strictness. That's why one reason Australia's system works really well. And I'm so glad to be out of Uruguay and back here. It's not just a bureaucratic shit mess like Uruguay, socialist shit. Fucking hell, man, that bureaucracy in Uruguay, man, it's wrong. Anyway, so it's a little bit more functional here and professional compared to there. Yeah, so what I'm saying is organic portals block me. They block the spirit human, and that's why I'm in the position I am. It's the truth. Envy. Leviathan smashes the shit out of me in this world, but it's just a function. The more you go up, the more you're going to get jealousied or envied, right? Which is Leviathan, the ego devil. So that's why I get smashed with it, obviously. We've all seen how I look and think, I think. It's not being arrogant. I mean, I must be somewhere in a high percentage of good looking bodies, and then minds as well, if you've got a fucking half a brain cell. But a lot of them don't, right? They don't even have fucking their own minds, man. It's just like a rigmarole of I don't know, outdated coding and systems of ways of thinking and doing stuff, and reaction based dynamics, and shit thinking, and small thinking. You know what I mean? So yeah, just wanted to say that. That's the second video. That's the only reason.